Hello everybody, welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. Today's episode, we're going to be doing the monk job quests. Same as always, we are going to be doing this through New Game Plus, so things might be a little bit easier than they normally are if you play this normally, I guess? I don't know. Oh, right, I have to unequip. We do have to be a pugilist for this. Tell me, do you know Professor Eric? He's a scholar of Eorzean military history whose genius is second to none, and he is among our most valued clients. Some find him to be verbose, tedious, arty, but never mind all that. The man spends more gil on a moon's research than most people see in a lifetime, hence our amicable relations. His latest work has him visiting the sites of ancient battlefields. He insists on surveying lands plagued by savage beasts. According to him, the beasts keep man away, and less intrusion by man means greater preservation. Whatever his reason, should the professor meet an untimely fate, we will be unable to collect the gil he has borrowed, much less the interest. Oh, and it would be the terrible loss for the academic community, and so on and so forth. Yes. The point is, the man must needs be guarded. To that end, I sent a monk of Alamigo to see to his safety, but it turns out the bloody elf has no work ethic about him, just like an Alamigan. The professor cannot focus on his work if he feels endangered, and so has demanded we assign him a new bodyguard. That's why I'm so glad to see you, Gala. The professor is awaiting his new escort as we speak, and I'd like for it to be you. You are yet a mere pugilist. Perhaps this task would provide some insight into what it is the monkhood does around here. Make for the Goldsmiths Guild, and there seek out our good Professor Eric. The professor claims he will pay his debt and the fees for his protection once his research is complete. See to it our investment doesn't end up under the paw or in the maw of some nasty beast. Alright. Bodyguarded. That's simple enough, I suppose. Alright, Goldsmiths Guild. Oh boy. Pickle chips, okay. My punch-prone maidservant, I presume. You may and shall call me Eric. You are to guard my life, even at the cost of your own, and aid in my revolutionary research whenever and however asked. Know that my primary endeavor is to reconstruct the military histories of old through the ethereal analysis of ancient battlegrounds. I assume the words conjure in your simple mind romantic images of vast plains and open valleys with armies charging blindly at one another. False! I seek to know where the armies of old were deployed, where they made camp and marched. No doubt you think such lands to be those sung of in songs of bards. False! They are here, beneath our very feet, and to find them and determine precisely how events unfolded upon them is my purpose. Now that you've jumped at the chance to aid in my work, tell me, which of my treatises have you read? All of them? None! Gods, I knew your adventurers had a reputation of being unlettered. I didn't know you actually made efforts to remain so. It matters not. I require only that you work with diligence. Unlike that Withergilt buffoon, the man proved to be sloth itself. Alas, he is a monk of Alamigo. I suppose the fool was too busy opening his chakra, or whatever it is the barbarians do all day. I admit he seemed keenly interested in my research, but now he's gone off to 12 knows where and has yet to return. Do you understand the sheer magnitude of this inconvenience? Good, good. Show that much promise at least. But let us speak more of my work. Our first destination is the Silde Elf excavation site in central Thanalan. I believe events of great import to the history of Silde transpired there. Surely, if you have ears, you have heard of Silde. Or are you deaf as well as dull? Very well. I see you require some instruction. It would be remiss of me as an academic to allow you to wallow in such ignorance. Silde was plunged into chaos in the wake of King Lalawefu's demise, or the King of Springs as he was known. Despite the success of economic reforms, fomented unrest among the people, blah blah blah, resulting in violent outbreaks throughout the kingdom. Silde was Sultan at the time, distant descendant, attack was ordered, and so, irony of ironies, hadn't been for that horse. Fascinating, is it not? It is enough to convince one things could not have happened one another, no? False, again! One among my colleagues disagreed with this interpretation of events. He came to have evidence suggesting otherwise, but all trace of it disappeared before it was published. Mine own research shall unearth any such evidence should it truly exist. I shall know the truth. Granted, you are not the brightest coal on the brazier, but surely such a prospect entices even you. And so, we make for the Silde excavation site in central Thanalan. Travel the way before me to see that it is safe, and once there set up this ethereometer. And should you ever care to know more of the Eorzean military history, do come and see me. It is a personal crusade of mine to guide the dullards of this realm towards some modicum of enlightenment. Suppose there would be differing Aether lemels around. Lemels? Lemels. Ooh, that's a new word. Ah, well done. Now we need only wait for the ethereometer to gauge the... There are fiends about Gala. They are often drawn to the lingering sense of blood and death. Well, this is what you're here for. How about it? They're imps. They're level 26 imps. There's a lot of imps. Oh, I don't have all my things. Uh-oh. That's right, I'm a pugilist! Hello. Like, this is too difficult. Oh, because it left me down, that's why. I can't use Dragon Kick, I want to use Dragon Kick. Alright, you big bastard, get over here. I'm not entirely sure where all these Spriggans came from. Damn, hello. Huh? Widdergilt, so good of you to drag yourself all this way, you purblind sluggard. Ah, and Gala, you far exceeded what admittedly low expectations I had of you. I suppose introductions are in order. Far be it for me to deny the realms unread the comfort of one another's company. Widdergilt, Gala, Widdergilt, the monk I spoke of, sent to me by Gagaruna. I tried to make a pupil of Widdergilt as well, but he has little mind for history. His primitive beliefs in the witchcraft of chakra and spiritual energies have a tenacious hold on him. Oh, truly. This is the area where there have been sightings of walking dead. I have heard the tales. Some claim they've seen an apparition wearing the garb of an ancient commander. Careful. There are still dangers about. His work is dear to him. That is good. He thirsts for knowledge, for truth. Discovery awakens him. You too have awoken, friend. Can you not feel it? Do not be frightened. Here was a battle, long ago. Much energy remains. It has found you. It flows through you. Your chakra has been opened. This was the light that shone from you. It is as Eric said. Widdergilt is my name. I am a brother of the monkhood. My order is the Fist of Ralga. Our way is to train the body and mind. The fist is our weapon. With it we put down our enemies. The energy within us moves the fist. The chakra is the seat of that energy. It is a sacred place. It can be opened and the life force within controlled. Chakra exists in all that lives, in all beings, yet not all beings can open them. Much training is needed, and great discipline. With these the life force be commanded. There are those who require no training. Their inner strength is such that it forces the chakra open. I have heard of this happening, but never have I seen it. Until now. I see in you great conviction. You mean to walk the monk's path, and so I will give you this, a soul crystal, the mark of my order. None but a monk may hold it, and only then with the order's leave. But your chakra is awakened, that is clear, and so you are worthy. Many bore that crystal before you. It remembers them, their breath and their movement. They will one day be yours, but your chakra must open further. Only then can the crystal's memory enter you. This is no more than the beginning. Now you must train. Learn to control the life force within you. With time, you will master it. We stand on an ancient battleground. A great war was waged here. The spirit of the flight lingers. The aether reaches for the chakra. It aids in their opening. That is why we monks seek such lands. Eric seeks these lands for reasons of his own. The fates favor you in this. Follow him. Your chakra will grow evermore. Professor Eric is leaving. Fear not, I will see to his safety. Please, sister, the etherometer. Gather it and bring it to the Goldsmiths Guild. Sure, I guess. I suppose. Yeah, I can do that. I guess the Spriggans are just the ones that hang around here. Little goobers. Well, I suppose it is the weekend. Sunday, specifically. Okay, let's just quickly head back. Alright, back here. Oh god, now there's two of them. With like, are there gonna be more goldsmiths every time I come back to this guild? I mean, this is the guild, right? Well, look who has decided to grace us with her presence. Did you enjoy the saunter back? I was just about to begin my analysis, so if you've matters to wish to speak on, I'd ask that you save it for... Yo, dumbass. You left this. Ah, you've brought the aetherometer. Excellent. I had a feeling you might not be entirely useless. Now, let us see what discoveries await. Widdergilt passed along a soul crystal to you. Moved to join the monkhood by the bone-headed clod, were you? Well, I suppose it is for the best that my pupils get along. But I do believe I will see to it that you are sent to separate locations for the next round of measurements. And I dare say the land to which I intend to send you is fraught with dangers. You had best tread the monk's path quickly if you mean to defend yourself. And me, besides. Yeah, shut up. Ooh, a chakra. Yes, give me my entire outfit back. Thank you. Nothing else? Oh. When did I pick this up? That wasn't there before. Hold on. Jeez. The outfit must needs be coordinated. Ah! Just the pupil I was hoping to see. I was a hair's breadth from setting out on my own. To look at you. Yes, I dare say you appear to have been growing in brawn at the expense of brain. Right, well, let us measure some ether, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Oh, and the monk simpleton, of course. Though, contrary to his nature, he has already set out for the destination I assigned him. Thinking perhaps that you are far too stupid to take, much less understand, etheric readings. It is true, you are stupid. But the aetherometer shall do all the work for you and transmit the data back to me. As more souls suited to action, the monk simpleton and yourself need only carry the device on your person and set about beating on things as you always do. It shall capture data as you trudge about hither and yon. Aether is not only the source of all magics, but also the font of all life. Yet despite its ubiquity, it remains imperceptible. When a living thing dies, the ether comprising its life is released. When this discharge takes place, a portion of that ether remains, lingering in the physical world. No doubt you have ethereal crystallizations, physical manifestations, apparitions of deceased, luminescent glow, known as the ethereal threshold. In short, the more violent and dramatic the loss of life, the greater the amount of ether left behind, either in its imperceptible form or in crystallizations. Where are the most lives lost in this manner? Cemeteries? No! False! You idiot! Battlefields! Do you not see? With etheric readings of those locations, we can discern the scale and more of the battles that took place there. As for those fool beliefs the monkhood keeps, chakra and spiritual energies and whatnot, if I were to allow that they truly exist, I would be inclined to say that they are one and the same as ether itself. The ether churning around these ancient battle sites comes to naturally settle in the surrounding life, both plant and animal. Though more so in the latter, it accumulates within them. Filling these beasts then releases that ether, causing a surge that resonates with the ether within you, causing it to expand, the so-called opening of the chakra. By this, the very power of life itself within you grows. A watered-down explanation, but adequate for one of your mental prowess, I believe. Mine own wife never had the patience for such things either, nor my passion. She cursed me in my work, took our children, and returned to Alamigo. That was not the time for that tale. The area I am placing you in charge is Bloodshore in eastern Lenosha. Place this aetherometer in an appropriate location, and after a spell, retrieve it and bring it to me. I obtain the data I require, and you and the monk simpleton are afforded the chance to indulge your, how shall I put it, charming little backward fantasies. All are happy. Ideally, I would prefer you have a knowledgeable understanding of Bloodshore's history, but I fear we lack the time for me to educate you. I need hardly tell you that my research takes precedence over your schooling. Yeah, sure, I suppose. Fine, whatever. To Bloodshore, which is what? Yeah. Well, I suppose a place known as Bloodshore, probably this shore that has seen a lot of blood. Otherwise, why would they name it such? Yes, yes, yes. Put the aetherometers down. Go hit some things. Simple. Hey, look, things to hit. Another chakra. And look at that, a full aetherometer. Back to the Goldsmith's Guild. Simple and effective. Nope. Clicked the wrong one. Have you brought the aetherometer? Yes, here, take it. It seems the device has suffered some damage. I suppose such things are unavoidable in this line of work. I must see to its repairs once. That is, after all, why I put up here the Goldsmith's Guild. My aetherometer is no ordinary device. I came up with the elaborate design myself and had the finest engineers at Garland Ironworks draft the schematics, and then commissioned the most talented goldsmiths to fabricate it. Widdergilt delivered the results of his outing not long ago. I must insist that you take your leave of me now. There's a wealth of data for me to analyze, and I fear that simply having you nearby will somehow affect the processing power of my brain. Preparing the aetherometer and determining which locations to next investigate will require some time. Why don't you go train those muscles of yours, or whatever it is you do in my absence? You fool. I am already at the peak of my power. Ah! Dear Gala, so good of you to trouble yourself to come. Normally I might be cross, but your spirits are far too high just now, and it is you I have to thank. I speak of the data you procured. It is simply marvelous. You have a true gift for grunt work, my friend. I wish I had 100 more assistants just like you. I have been in this field for a very long time, and I have been alone. Ever since that unfortunate Norway fungus culture incident sparked my passage for research. I regret nothing, Gala, save perhaps having to share so wondrous a world with souls as unlearned as yourself. Still, your performance has not left me completely bereft of joy. It is rewarding to think that my instruction has guided you to such success. Yeah, how's that? Shall we dispense with any further pleasantries? Very good then. I made yet another career-defining discovery while pondering which battleground to measure next. Eorzea is home to numerous locations where the ether is in an intrinsically chaotic state, yet which never played host to any war. My hypothesis was that such flux in the ether was indicative of a past battle, and all my research was predicated upon this. But turn the theory on its head, Gala, if your mind is able. What if the people of the past chose areas of roiling ether to hold their battles? I have already sent the simpleton monk to take measurements at the Firesun banks. As you are doubtless unaware, this lies on the border between Alamigo and Gridania, and was the stage of the Autumn War. I asked that you find our monk friend and collect his aetherometer. Manual and tedious, yes, but he has an early make of the device that is unable to transmit data. I gather the numbskull is in Little Alamigo and somewhere in southern Thanalan by this time. You think I ask much of you? False! I ask more. Your other task is to travel to Snake Moult in the South Shroud and take measurements with your own aetherometer. I will continue with my research here in your absence. Mind you, if you care to know all of the Autumn War and the Firesand banks upon which it was fought, I will gladly enlighten you. You need only ask. Back to Little Alamigo, my least favorite place in this game. Well, Widow Guilt, how are you? You have come far. It is good to see you, sister. You come for my aetherometer. It is not ready to give. My work is not finished. I came as soon as I was told, but the readings require more time. Do not worry, they will be ready soon. You make for Snake Moult in the South Shroud. Eric believes the ether is strong there, yet that land hosted no great battles. He told me as much this morning. Leave me for my task here. Make for Snake Moult. Take your readings. My work will soon be done. I will bring the device to you. I have troubled you to come here. I will not trouble you to wait. Go. We will meet again at Snake Moult, sister. Okay. One aetherometer. Alright, get the reading. Hello. How long have you been sitting there? Well done, sister. I feel your chakra. It has grown. I hope to arrive before you, but I see I am late. This land's power has gone to you. There's nothing left for me here. It is as I told you. We monks travel to where aether flows strong. There we train. The power of the land enters us. Thus our chakra expand. This bonding causes great unrest. The land's energy becomes unstable. It will enter no other until it calms. I feel nothing here, as you would feel nothing at Fine Sand's Bay. Is it Fine Sand or Fire Sand? Fine Sand's banks. That land bonded to my chakra, and its ether is now at unrest. The teacher's work means nothing. I took no readings. I meant to hasten here, but I was delayed. There was a gathering of the monkhood. I was summoned to Little Alamigo. The teacher's chidings. Worry not. I will use my device here. Any results will suffice. The man has already reached his conclusion. He will twist the data to fit. It is a sad existence to sacrifice all for truth, yet be unable to truly know when one sees it. Speak not of this to him, sister. You see both our aims. You know mine to be more worthy. That's not the issue here. I tell this to you. You and your alone. I am of the Alamegan resistance. I fight for freedom from Garlemald. I escaped the occupation. I have come here to fight, to gather allies and weapons. But these lands sadden me. The people have forgotten. Alamigo is a distant memory. The resistance here is small. They aid where they can, but it is not enough. This war demands great power. That power lies in the chakra. The teacher is not an evil man, but he thinks only of his work, not the suffering of innocence. His knowledge can be used for good. The battlefields, they can turn the tide. The chakra of many must be opened. If this way is lost to me. No, I will have this power. I must. An end to oppression, an end to starvation. Alamigo will be made free. I will see it done. Forgive my speech. It is a matter close to my heart. I will give you my device, but I ask you say nothing of this to Eric. I beg you, sister. I trust you have returned with both of my aetherometers. Please tell me you fumbling doubts haven't managed to damage either of them this time. Looks to be in order here. These readings from your device. They look promising. Very promising indeed. I dare say this data may yield revolutionary results. Your chakra opened a bit more, did it? Yes, well, ether is a most mysterious and wonderful thing. I'm glad this meaningful research could serve your nonsensical ends as well. Now, leave me to my work. Surely you can find some simple way to pass the time? Fighting, say? I don't know, scratching? Hello, sir. You two have played me for a fool. The data the simpleton monk brought me was absolutely astounding, groundbreaking, revolutionary. Yet I remained objective in my analysis, as a scholar must. Poring over the data, I finally arrived at a disheartening conclusion. The two of you took measurements of the same area. The values were near identical. Equivalences mocking me as I struggled to reconcile them. I could neither sleep nor eat lest I waste time not drawing near the truth. And for what? Tell me, what is it you two were doing in the field? This bloody chakra nonsense again. How many times must I tell you it is not but imperceptible ether? Call it what it is. And I think I had a mind to put your names under mine when my hypothesis was published. This life force, this spiritual energy, this God's forsaken eternal soul essence. I care not what primitive nomenclature those backward monks wish to assign it. It is ether, plain and simple. They claim they are able to manipulate and amplify it through discipline and the opening of so-called chakra. False. This is nothing more than the ethereal regulation of organisms, a basic and natural concept, in an attempt to explain that which science does not yet fully understand. The monks have erected an institution of control. Their preachings are unassailable by design, for none can disprove the existence of the unknowable. They promise power in return for abjection and servitude, control and power indeed, only that of man. It is the very essence of a religion and should be treated with contempt, as all religion should. Ether resides in all living things, as do natural mechanisms with the capacity to regulate it. This is simply life, not some mystical, supernatural endowment. I concede, of course, that the heightened mental faculties of man allow for the potential to gain conscious control over those mechanisms. Indeed, it would appear that you and the simpleton monk have already achieved that end. The indiscretion and impertinence of youth. I suppose it can be forgiven. Once. My own youth, I was not the model of perfection you see before you. I too have made what some might call mistakes. Not myself, but some. In our talks together, the simpleton monk often spoke of the seventh chakra. Its awakening is thought to be the highest achievement among the monkhood. I make it a habit to know the tenets of my intellectual enemies. It was the flow of the ether within the two of you which betrayed your falsehood. The whispering of your chakra, as I'm sure the monks would rush to call it. But serendipity must often visit the industrious. Just so, it was precisely these ethereal whispers that proved to be the most intriguing. The waves of these sounds resonated within the ether of the battleground. I can see by your vapid expression that you're missing my point. Allow me to spell it out. It follows that if one were to visit a battlefield with a certain ethereal wave amplitude and frequency, it would resonate with one's own ether. This is the phenomenon responsible for the initial opening of your own chakra. I cannot believe I am being reduced to speaking in these terms. As stands the reason that for my ethereal wave, there may be a location that will resonate with it. Think of the implications, Scala. Oh, I seem to have hit the enter key on my keyboard. Oh well. If the seventh chakra the monks speak of truly exists, then so too must an ultimate battleground to bond with it. The concentration of ether in such a place would be unlike anything ever recorded. I forgive your past treachery. Guide me as it did to this great discovery. That, and I need you to do more work for me. Here, take this new aetherometer. Make for the lock skull in the east shroud. My research indicates it is a very promising tract indeed. Set up the aetherometer as you have others in the past, and then kill whatever you must to obtain a strong reading. I say, the instruments they have at the Goldsmith's Guild are quite bothersome and loud. Slaying beasts there will resonate the ether of the land they are steeped in, and it may then resonate with your own. I suppose in the primitive terms of the monkhood, that would translate to the expansion of your chakra. Oh, and you'll not be crossing paths with the simpleton monk this time. I will be sending him to take readings at East End. I have no intentions of allowing you two to conspire to impede my research again. If you care to know more about the events that have transpired at Larkshall, I suggest you pay a visit to your local library. East End, on the other hand, is a fascinating subject of which I never tire speaking. Ask me about it at any time if your curiosity ever gets the better of you. Alright, back to the shroud. Alright, so one aetherometer. And let's see what comes up. Simple enough. And just immediately back to the Goldsmith's Guild. I very much look forward to the readings of both your and Widdergilt's thermometers. What's this? You've already finished? Then what are you standing there talking for? Come, give me the thermometer. Hand it to me. Give it to me. Amazing. Simply amazing! And your solar crystal. It's glowing more vibrant than ever before, is it not? I will begin my analysis of data with all haste. You've come to be quite the model pupil, Gala. Would that I could say the same of the monk simpleton. Ugh. I can see the feeble gears turning in your mind. Come, there is no need to feel shame at your ignorance. If you wish to know what has transpired, you need only ask. I promise to use small words. Hmm, 4-point fury. Nice. The monk simpleton asks that I send you his way should I see. He waits for you at Little Alamigo in Southern Fadlin. Surely you see Widdergilt for the danger he is. His is the most dangerous type of mind, one blinded by revolution and revenge. I do wish you'd tell him yourself that people should live for the future rather than the past. You thought I did not know he was of the Alamigan resistance? How saddening it is that on the rare occasion you do trouble yourself to think you are wrong. Of course I know. What manner of imbecile do you take me for? No doubt Widdergilt thinks me the idiot. False! These two eyes see far more than you know. I, too, am an Alamigan, and love my homeland every bit as much as he. Go now, right to Little Alamigo. I will keep you no longer. No doubt Widdergilt is already awaiting your arrival. Back to my favorite place in the game. Looks like he's back at where he was before. There he is. Even when it's yellow on yellow, he still sticks out like a sore thumb. You spoke to Eric. Do not lie to me, sister. You told him who I am, what I seek to do. I am not angered. He tried to sway me from my path. He believes resistance will only leave more dead. I expected as much from him. I feigned understanding. He asked much of me. Of the monkhood and the fist, he asked of the 7th chakra. My answers excited him. He said they would advance his studies. I too learned from him. I am near the 7th chakra now. Soon the resistance will rise. You too will see. Very soon. Others do not understand. Alamigo tried to protect them. We were the shield of the realm. We bled to fend off Garlemald. None here know our suffering. None here can imagine it. The lives we led after the fall, after the shield was sundered. I have traveled far and wide. I have met many souls, but none are as you. You have a gift. Yours is a great strength, united to ours, sister. Help us reclaim our home. Your efforts will be rewarded. Look upon my garments. This is the war garb of the monkhood. It attunes to the wearer's chakra, enables it to realize its fullest expression. The cloth is imbued with the power of Rolga. Only monks of his fist may don it. Only those who overcome many trials. I will tell you how it can be yours. Fear not. I require you to speak no vows. I ask only that you fight with us. Give yourself to our cause. You long for our venture. I understand, but such longings can wait. This cannot. See Alamigo freed. Then enjoy your own freedoms. What say you, sister? Uh, 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 uh. You have the heart of a true monk. You're different from the others in this realm. Yes, a set of our war garb was stolen. The Fist has tracked the bandits. We know now where 3 of the relics are. Here in southern Thanalan, Sepulchre and the Circle of the Tempered. In northern Thanalan, the abandoned Amalgina Mithril Mine. Your soul crystal will react to the relics. Draw them near and they will glow. By this power, you can find them. The Fist's honor has been trampled upon. Make the heretics you find pay for their sins. Eric has sold his soul to this land, but he is a knowledgeable man. He knows more than I of the monkhood and of the Fist. Speak with him if you would know more of our way. The man revels in hearing himself speak. I await the day we fight side by side, sister. Go now and go well. You know, I don't really trust the Alamegan resistance all that well. Not that I think they're not doing it for a good cause. Freeing Alamego from oppression, like, that's always good, but... I don't know, they just seem to be getting themselves into more trouble than... But I suppose... Oh, we already got one. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. Hey. Hi, hello. Ooh, the pants. The baggy pants. Oh, looks terrible. Alright, to northern Thanalan. Okay. Your life is worth it. Die. Give me what you have hidden. Temple boots. Oh, it just keeps getting worse. Why is it so bright? Oh, where are you? Are you back, little amigo? Yes, you are. You have returned. The first 3 relics are yours. And now, the Fist has located the 4th. There's a Kikuran merchant who deals in contraband. The 4th relic is among his wares. Hurry to Lower Lenosha. Find this Kikuran. Take back that which is now yours by right. Sure. Lower Lenosha. Yes, you can. Like, he's kind of a little bit, a bit too gung-ho about, making me part of the monks. I just punch good. That's about all I can do. Huh.
Yeah, stinky Lalafell. Come to stop Kikuran's business. Come to take shinies. Get up. Get the stinky. Yeah.
Sure.
I guess. Oh, you're gonna have a move job with you. Okay. Alright, you gonna give me what I want?
Don't kill Kikaroon. Please don't kill. Take back Monk Circle. Take it spare, please.
This could have been easily avoided if you just handed me this in the first place.
Alright.
No, come on. Alright, back to little Alamigo once again. You know, continually returning to the place that is my known least favorite place in this game is not going to make me like it anymore. The fourth relic is now yours. You have done well, sister. But know this. There is another relic. A fifth and final piece. It will be yours. A gift from brother to sister. Given on the day Alamigo stands free once more. That day is near. Eric sent word not long ago. He claims his revolution has begun as well. He has made a grand discovery and is now setting it to paper. I will look forward to his work. With it we will know all we must. The day he finishes will be the day Alamigo is reborn. Return to him now, sister. Ask for yourself when that day will be. May Rolga watch over you. It seems kind of sus that I won't be getting the fifth relic piece until after Alamigo is free. Like that's a tall order, man. Am I doing this by myself? Am I going to have friends? I would like the Scions with me, but you know they're not monks. Well, Yida is, but we could pick Yida. He would be nice. I don't know if she's a fist of Rolger. That's the thing. She could just be a good punch girl. I'm afraid I haven't the time for you now, Gala. I am penning my thesis based on the ethereal data you and the simpleton collected. There have been significant developments since last we spoke. Or rather, since I last spoke and you stood before me with that ever-vapid expression. Soon I will complete my work and present it at a conference of my peers. Surely you can pass the time until then punching and kicking and pursuing other monkly interests, yes? Go do that. Oh no, little thing. My theory was correct. Correct, I tell you. This will be the greatest academic breakthrough of my lifetime. Perhaps of all lifetimes. I shall spare you the details of my experiment, as you are not like to comprehend the significance anyway, and proceed directly to the all-important conclusion. The announcement of my theory before a council of my peers was met with a thunderous applause. And to think I owe it all to a vacant-eyed adventurer and a simpleton monk. Both you and the Pugilists Guild that sent you are due a debt of gratitude. Speaking of the monk, where in Eorzea has the semi-literate oaf wandered off to? I took note of his attendance among the spectators of the conference, but he has yet to present himself and offer his congratulations. Ah! What have I done? Gala, I fear the words I offered may have driven Wiedergeld to attempt the insane.
I analyzed the ethereal waves of your body second by second. I was able to isolate and identify those of the final ethereal regulation mechanism, the so-called seventh chakra. From that, I was able to find the land which was most likely to resonate with those waves. Silvertear Falls. I went to the site myself to investigate, and it was there that I made my great discovery. The discovery of the century. It occurs to me that you shall never accomplish such a feat of the mind, Gala, and I find myself pitying you. But I digress. Do you not see what I have done, Gala? I told him precisely where he must go to unlock the seventh chakra. He has given his life to the fight to reclaim our amigo from the Empire. More than anything, he desires the power needed to achieve that end, the power to combat the might of all Garlemald. Any fool can see that... Almost any fool can see that he imagines the seventh chakra to be that power. Yet battling the Empire on such terms will only result in another tragedy like that which befell our amigo. I pray you do not mean to follow him in this fool's crusade. He's gone to Silvertear Falls in Mortona, I am certain of it. You must go, Gala. You must stop him. My words will not sway him, just as they could not sway my son. Perhaps yours will. Alright, that escalated quickly. Yeah, sure, Modona. Let's go. Okay, right out here. Oh, that ain't good. You claim the power of Garlemald. Fools. Power outside your own cannot be trusted. You had no hope of defeating me. The seventh chakra swells within me. Soon it will open. When it does, the Empire will burn. The power of Magitek. The power of Garlemald. They are nothing. Our amigo fell to these. Oh, hi. Friends of Wittergelt, I presume. Sister. You are late. But perhaps that is best. I have just attended our Gallian guests. I wanted us to be alone. Eric was right. This is the place. You have come. Our chakra beat as drums. Do you not feel it, sister? Living in constant fear of death, struggling to stay warm enough to sleep, eating crumbs to fight hunger. Garlemald took everything from our amigo. They left us nothing, not even our pride. Look to the craven teacher, he is proof of the truth I speak. I will reclaim it, all of it, but I need great power to do so. That power rests in the seventh chakra. I made you a promise. I have not forgotten. The fifth and final piece. It is yours to claim, but only if you defeat me. I told you when we first met, we monks seek sacred ground. There we train. That is how the chakra are opened. The teacher told me himself, this is where the seventh chakra opens. This is my sacred battleground. The ground of battle between you and me.
Your strength has peaked. Through it, mine will grow. Do not despair. Your death will have purpose. It will be for all amigo. Rejoice, sister. You shall die a martyr. Oh, it's not one-on-one? Alright, cool. Simple. And here I thought it would be easy. Get the fuck back here. What does the spirit pulse do? So close. Why? Why will you not yield your power? For the greater good. Stay back. This power is mine. The others of Eosius ignore our suffering. Why should I care for their lives? Why should I care for yours? I must have that power. I must protect my people. Power. That power. That light! Never have I seen any like it. This is the opening of the seventh chakra. Fascinating. Simply fascinating. You have no mind for study, but your gift for fieldwork is extraordinary indeed. Why? Why did you strike me? Silence, you blindfold, you oaf, you idiot! I would strike you 1,000 times more if it did not pain my hand so. Next time I shall bring a stick. Back opening your infernal chakra and open your bloody ears for once. Sid Garland of the Ironworks that bear his name once wrote that these silver tear falls lie at the center of our world. Our world is round, and we live on its surface. Even you should see, then, that he did not speak of a center in the physical sense. I am no astrologian, nor biologist, but I have studied enough of the various sciences to say this. The vital energy of Heidelin, that which is called ether, is one and the same as the life force in which you monks believe. As the center of our world, these silver tearfalls are connected to what you call chakra in an inexplicably profound way. They all share in the same existence. We are neither separate nor distinct from the world. Our energy and its energy are one. At times, that energy may wreak havoc and destruction, but it plays a far grander and more significant role. To bring forth life. As part of this world, you must endeavor to do the same. You sought only to gain power by force, and that you are no different than the very Garleans you seek to destroy. Is this what you truly wish to be? You speak pretty words, but would you speak them to our people, to every soul who has suffered? To children with empty bellies, to wives made widows? I would. To every lost soul among them. Even if they failed to grasp their meaning as you do now, I would and will speak those words until they are understood. Long have I studied the history of this realm's wars. If there is aught I have learned, it is that there is no future for Eorzea should her people struggle and vie for power without considering the consequences of their just doing so. With great power comes great responsibility. To seize the former and deny the latter is to beget despair. The duty we owe to one another, and to this world as part of it, is to use what power we possess to deliver a future full of life, not death. Can you truly not see the right in this? You have done the realm, indeed the world, a great service, Gala. As a scholar, as a teacher, as an Alamegan, as a man, I offer you my greatest thanks. But Agilt is stubborn, as most monks are. I do not know if it will be possible for him to change his mind, but I pray he does, for his own sake and for the world's. He calls you his sister. Oh no. Speak to him as one. Not long ago, I spoke with a man, an Alamegan. He too was of the Resistance. He asked me a simple question. Why do I fight? I did not hesitate. I did not think. The word came of its own will. Revenge. He said revenge is in all our hearts. That is the most common of reasons, the easiest, and the most dangerous. I did not think on it then. Perhaps now I should. I thought of nothing else, but you thought of me, sister, you and the teacher. For that, I thank you both. I made a promise. I will keep it. The fifth piece is yours. It is meant for you. For one whose seventh chakra is open. I might need to get this tailored a bit. All Amigo fought to protect itself, to protect all Eorzea from the Empire. And yet we are despised, ignored. Worse, we are forgotten. Even so, the teacher preached peace. For a long time, I did not understand. I hated him for it. Alamegans are a proud people. This pride is strong in me, and in the teacher.
as it was in his son. He fought in the resistance, yet it cost him his life. He too cursed his father for being a coward. I wish I could speak to him. I wish to tell him this is not so. Farewell, sister. May Rolga watch over you. And that is the monk questline of A Realm Reborn. Something tells me we aren't going to be done with the Alamegan resistance. So, as I get my gear back to what I like, there we go. Join me next time as I continue my adventure in Final Fantasy XIV, either by myself or with a friend.